Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome to my channel, and today I am super excited to be back with a big thrift haul. Alright, it has been a couple months, I think maybe even 2.5 months since I've sat down and filmed a video, but I already feel right at home. I've really missed making videos for you guys, but I felt like I was kind of approaching burnout. Making videos was starting to feel like a chore. So I am glad that I took a couple months off, refreshed. I'm feeling really excited about creating content for this channel again, as well as for my book channel, which is going to be transitioning a little bit more to a lifestyle travel channel. So if that sounds good to you, definitely make sure to check out my other channel, Cozies and Classics, because I will be putting out a lot more vlogs on that channel. And my husband and I recently made a purchase that will allow us to travel a lot more. Really excited about that. But I just find that when I am not making content on this channel, my motivation to list in my Poshmark closet really goes down. So I just really love sharing my thrift finds with you guys. I've really missed doing it, and I recognize that I think a lot of my burnout came from just doing a lot of these like sit down thrift hauls or thread up boxes or whatever. So I do want to make this channel a little bit more vloggy again, just because those are a lot more exciting and creatively stimulating for me to edit and put out for you guys. So I have some thrifty vlog ideas planned that I'm really excited about. But if you guys have any video suggestions for me, I would love to hear them. I know people love the what sold videos, and maybe I'll start doing like a monthly recap of what sold, but I don't find those videos super fun to create, and I'm also really big about accepting offers, so I don't feel like I'm a great example of what you could actually get for a certain item. But I have not gone thrifting a lot over the last couple of months. I've tried to hold myself back from thrifting a lot. I'm trying to be a bit pickier when I do go into the thrift stores. My closet is currently sitting at like 1,050 items, and I am overflowing. Like, you cannot see beyond the camera, but it's looking rough because I have bins of overflow, because the way that I do my inventory is I hang stuff up, which is not very smart, but it looks a lot better to me than like all the boxes. Anyway, I am trying to get my inventory down, so if you see anything in my closet that you would like, definitely feel free to send me an offer, especially if you guys are viewers. I am always happy to give you a good offer on an item. I do have a solid amount of items to share with you that I have accumulated over the last couple of months. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off with a few pairs of shoes. I don't have any purses or really any other accessories. I so rarely find good purses, I feel like, at the thrift store. I don't even really look through them anymore. But first up, I do have a pair of Rothy's. Just some black flats, nothing too crazy, but I do feel like the basic Rothy's actually do pretty well. They are a bit dirty inside. I did already list these. I've listed probably like half of this stuff. I probably should just try to clean these and then update the listing, but I am really looking for a lot of like fast flips. These are a size 8, so really excellent size. I think that is like the most common size, and other than like the dirty insoles, they are in really, really good shape. And the average for my thrift hauls always ends up being about $5. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, but I'm really happy with that price, especially because I know a lot of people's Goodwills do price things individually. Now we have some really, really cute shoes that I need to get listed because I think they are perfect for this time of year. Beautiful, like ivory color. I love those bows. They are in really, really good shape. And these are from a brand called Ivy City Co. And I hadn't heard of this brand before, but felt like a good solid shoe. Always a good sign to see that symbol on the bottom of a shoe. Last pair of shoes are these men's Aldos. This is a decently expensive brand. They don't hold a ton of their value usually on the secondhand market, but these are like brand new, and they are a really nice style. I love that tassel look. Yeah, someone definitely took really good care of these, and they are a size US 9.5. So actually, these are not really my husband's style, but I think these are his size, so I might see if he wants these. I did already list them, but yeah, we'll see. I might pull them. Okay, now we'll move into the clothes. I do try to focus on what's in season, but I'm definitely not opposed to getting anything. So you're gonna see mostly more like fall winter stuff, but definitely some florals still snuck in here. And yeah, this to me is pretty much like a you can wear it any time of year type of top, but I absolutely love it. I love all the details. This is from J. Jill. It is a size extra large. J. Jill is a brand that I for sure want to stick to large and above, and I feel like extra large really is that perfect sweet spot. Love the details. If this was my size, I for sure would have kept it. I found that I really love solid color tops, even like this sweater, like solid colors with nice detail. And this to me, you could wear a million different ways. You could wear it with really any type of bottom, and it is 100% cotton, and for being white, it is, I believe, in like new condition. Now we've got a sweatshirt that I've actually sold before. Very comfy gray sweatshirt, and this is from the brand Varley, and it is a size medium, so a little bit of an oversized fit. This does have a little bit of wash wear, but I'm still expecting to get, I would say minimum like $35. If this was in perfect condition, I probably would list it for like $75. So a lot of the athletic brands are not really holding their value as well as they used to. But of course, like Vuori, I think is everyone's #1 right now. Never really find that out, but that's for sure a brand you want to be on the lookout for. But also, I think this brand Varley is not super oversaturated and it's really good quality. So if you see that brand, I would definitely recommend at least checking comps, but I'd say you could get over $50 for pretty much everything that is substantial if it's in good shape. Speaking of something I've actually sold before, this was actually a very recent thing that I had. This is a really colorful blouse from the Anthropologie brand Fig and Flower. Everything that I've seen from Fig and Flower is like this type of blouse, like this exact cut with a different like very colorful floral pattern for the most part. This brand is not going to bring you like a ton of money, but I feel like it's the type of item that you can list for $28 and expect to get, you know, like $18 to $28 for it. And the size was cut out of this one, but it definitely is minimum an extra large, probably like a 1X I would say. And the other one that I did list sold for me pretty quickly. This top I am so excited about. It's a brand that I don't really find very often at all. It is a beautifully embroidered top. Love all the detail. You guys know I am definitely a boho lovin' chick, but this is from the brand Sundance and it is a size medium. And as you might have heard, Sundance unfortunately is no longer a thing, so people can no longer buy it online, and brands like that, I feel like they either really decrease in value on the secondhand market or they increase, but people really do love Sundance. I think it's a really cute, more bohemian brand, so I do feel like a lot of their pieces will retain their value, especially when they're this adorable. Okay, could not pass this one up. It's just from Old Navy, but it has a lot of stuff going for it. So first off, it is new with tags, and this originally retailed for $50. So even though you can definitely get Old Navy pretty cheap on the secondhand market, originally it was not that cheap, I feel like. But another good thing about this is that it is a size 2XL. It also is a really cute style in a solid color that I think a lot of people like. This is one of my personal favorite cuts of dresses. I love a little flutter sleeve. I love the stretchy waist, and then it is a at least midi length dress. So yeah, lots of stuff going for this. You're never gonna make a huge profit on Old Navy, but depending on how many things are going for it, I do think it is still worth picking up. Now we've got a great classic dress. It is black and it has like all these ruffled tiers. It is 100% silk and it is a size large from the brand Eileen Fisher. Eileen Fisher is one of those brands that if it's in good shape and it's a good size and not too old looking, I'm pretty much always gonna pick it up. It retails for a lot. Unfortunately, I feel like on the secondhand market, it's become more of like a bread and butter brand. Now we have such a cute piece for the holiday season. I think I would have left this behind if I found it in like February or something. And I am quite picky with this brand now. It is Torrid and this is a size 5 or 5X. I love the cut of this dress. Of course, perfect for the Christmas season. I think it is a very flattering cut. I love the sleeves. And then it ends up being about knee length. My mom found this one for me. It is a really cute vintage Pendleton top, size large, and it actually is 72% silk. It also is just the kind of vintage that I do like picking up. Pieces like this that have a clear vintage look, but they also are really cute. Like this, I could actually see a girly wearing it as it is, like just buttoned up top with just like a little tank underneath and then like some really wide leg jeans or barrel leg jeans. I think that would be a really cute look for spring. I also do just love this color. So many things going for that, and I am being a bit pickier with vintage now. Now we have a pretty simple black dress. It's like a knee length. It's got this big ruffle hem, ruffle collar, ruffle sleeves. It's from the brand House of Harlow and it is a size small. I can't remember if this is a Revolve brand or if it's like a Nordstrom brand. I know that it does retail for quite a bit. Resale is kind of iffy. So I did debate on this, but I just thought it was so cute. And I thought worst case scenario, I could definitely find somebody to give this to just because I think it is such a good staple. Okay, now we've got a new with tag dress that I kind of regret getting just because I know the brand is not amazing, and this is also going to be super annoying to photograph because I do not have a mannequin. So it's got like these big cutouts. I'll probably just have to do a flat lay. The brand is Blue Pepper. It is a size large and I definitely would have passed it up if it was not new with tags. This originally retailed for $45 at Nordstrom Rack and I just thought it was cute. You know, I really do like this color a lot. Now we've got something that I definitely wish was my size. This is a jumpsuit from Zara. It is a size medium. Really cute navy blue jumpsuit. I love the collar on this. It does still have the belt attached. I definitely would have left it behind if it did not. And then it is a wider leg. So love this jumpsuit. I know jumpsuits are not like super in anymore, but I feel like this is a very timeless piece and I myself still like jumpsuits. Now we've got a very basic dress, but it is new with tags and it's from Free People. It's from their Freest line and it is a size extra large. It might be a swim cover-up, I'm not quite sure. And it only originally retailed for $40, so not too much. Good basic and it's a size extra large and new with tags. So yeah, lots of stuff going for that one. Get away from the black for a second. Got a nice designer brand here. I don't believe I've ever found it before. So this is actually like an off-the-shoulder jacket and it's from a brand called either IRO or IRO, not quite sure, and it is a size 34, which I believe works out to an extra small. If you're a Michigan fan, this would be great for you. This was very expensive originally, not quite sure what I'll get for it. It has been listed for a few weeks now, not a lot of interest. But yeah, just like with the Eileen Fisher, I'm not gonna leave behind like a really good quality piece like that, even if it does sit for a while. I really like this one. It is from J. Jill, size large. Really colorful, long sleeve dress, like knee length. Perfect, I think, for springtime. I love just throwing on these a little bit more casual dresses just day to day or to go to church or whatever. And you could definitely throw a belt on with this, put some tights on, style it a lot of different ways. It is a size large, which pretty much is the lowest size I will get for J. Jill now. But I'm a big fan of Monet and it kind of reminded me of one of his paintings. So absolutely had to pick that up. And if it's not selling, I'll probably pull it and put it in my own closet. Back to a plain black dress, just like that Free People one. Very similar things going for it. So good brand, popular brand. It is Abercrombie and Fitch, and this is a size extra large petite. It is new with tags and it originally retailed for $80. Very good basic. I know you guys can't see super well, but it is an extremely basic dress. Kind of like a thicker t-shirt material, like almost borderline sweater material. And it is a midi or maxi length. I guess it would be maybe maxi on a true petite, but if you were a more standard size, probably would be like a midi on you. Really annoyingly difficult to photograph these black items, so hopefully I can find a stock photo for both this one and the Free People dress. That's why I've been procrastinating on listing those. Now we'll go to a more colorful one again. This dress is from the brand Crown and Ivy. It is a size 1X. This is a brand I find fairly often down here in the South. It's like this and Simply Southern, I think, are just pretty popular brands. Very cute ruffle hem, V-neck, flattering sleeves, cinched in at the waist a little bit, but not too tight, and then flows out with a big ruffle hem. I'll likely be sitting on that one for a little bit. This I might end up giving to somebody. I'm gonna do like thrifted Christmas, so I'll be putting that video out probably like the very end of the month. This is from Patagonia, size medium. It's just like a base layer top, and it's 100% polyester, you know, nothing too crazy. I'm not sure how much I really would be able to get for this on the secondhand market, but I did feel like it was just a good, solid piece, and pretty much all of my family lives in the north. Some of them like to ski and do things like that, so yeah, likely will not be listing this and I'll just give it to somebody. Now we have a really, really pretty dress, I think, for the summertime. This is from the brand Boston Proper. It's a size large. This brand I would say to be on the lookout for. You're not gonna get like a ton, but I think depending on the piece, you could get like 50 bucks, which I think is pretty solid. And this one I do expect to get a pretty good amount for because it is very, very adorable. I think a lot of people would like the look of this. Nice knee-length tiered dress, has these really cute tassels on it. I do need to do a little bit of work on it. There's like 2 spots that it is slightly discolored, not too bad at all. Like if I can't fix it, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I'll work on that. And a lot of these like more spring pieces, I probably will wait to list until we get through like the winter season. This on the other hand is listed and I'm hoping it sells very soon. It's from Ann Taylor, size large. Don't remember if there's like anything too crazy material wise. But it is 6% wool, but I just thought that this was such a substantial piece, and Ann Taylor is not cheap by any means. And it is a long line button front cardigan. Like you could definitely wear this almost as a jacket or coat depending on where you live. And I'm not like a huge fan of the more geometric prints, but I did think that this one is pretty cute. Getting near the end, I actually had more than I thought. Now we've got a Madewell piece, and I am quite picky with this brand now just because I feel like it is pretty oversaturated, but this had a lot going for it. It is a 2X, and I think it's adorable for this time of year. It's like a velvet wrap top. I'll pop in the stock photo because yeah, you can't really tell from this. And it is getting a pretty good amount of interest for sure, thinking that it is going to sell before Christmas, which is great. And now we have a new with tag item. I've never sold this brand before, I don't think. It is GILI, and it is a size 2X, 3X. I probably would have passed if it wasn't new without tags, actually. I have had this listed for a little bit. I was hoping it would sell more in the fall and it didn't, so I'm not sure if people just don't really know this brand, but I think it's a really solid piece. It feels very nice quality. It has these snap buttons so you can wear it a little bit more open if you want. And it's like a poncho style sweater. So I think that this would be really, really cute if you were just kind of going out, picking your tree, picking pumpkins, going to a sporting event. So a little bit disappointed it doesn't have more interest, so I can't say that this is a Bolo brand by any means, but I don't regret picking it up because I do think it's a really good piece. Same with this one. It is a solid, substantial piece from Old Navy, and it is a size extra, extra large. This I think they call like Codigan. Love the look of it, great neutral, and yeah, I would imagine this was like at least $75 new. And okay, now, unintentionally, the last 3 pieces are all from the same brand. I had never found this brand before this haul, and then I found it 3 different times at 3 different Goodwills, and it is Palmander Place. It sold at Tuckernuck, and I'll be honest, I had never found it before, so I had never felt it before. It doesn't feel like the best quality in the world. I'm just gonna put that out there just because I know like the price is originally pretty high, but I do really like all these pieces that I found. This one's probably my favorite. It's a size extra large. Really sweet gingham, like knee length dress. Love the cut of it, love the sleeves, and then the back is smocked. And you could wear this all seasons, I feel like. Put some tights and boots on and you can wear this in the winter. This one is a size medium. It is a blue long sleeve top. And then this one I love. Okay, cut off at the last second, so sorry if the angle is a little bit off, but I love the details of this dress. I love that collar. I love the buttons. And then it is an almost knee length, I think, neutral dress. So I love this one. I think it's such a cute style. And this dress and the other dress I listed for $75. I think I listed the top for $50. Of course, willing to accept offers, but that brand does sell for pretty good money, so of course very thrilled to have found 3 pieces from them. But alright everybody, that is everything that I've been thrifting over the last couple of months. Let me know what you think. Let me know what are some cool pieces that you've found lately. How are you feeling about reselling? My closet has not been doing well because I've been pretty inconsistent and I can recognize that. But then I've also been seeing other people's videos talking about Poshmark changing the algorithm, things not doing as well, sharing not being effective anymore. I really haven't dived too deeply into that just because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing, or what I should be doing, I should say, which is like listing consistently. Poshmark is, for whatever reason, like always changing their algorithm, and I'm not gonna like go through all my 1,000 listings and retitle everything and do all that kind of stuff like I know some people have been doing. But let me know how your sales have been. I think that this is either a really good time of year for your closet or really bad, depending on what types of items you sell. If you sell a lot of new with tag items, you might be having some great sales, because I, for one, often look on Poshmark for new with tag items for gifts. But then of course people are spending a lot of money this time of year, so they're not making the like one-off purchase for themselves. But trying to be consistent once again on Poshmark. Again, if you want anything from my closet, do not hesitate to send me an offer. And thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around during my break. And I decided with both of my channels, I'm not really gonna try to stick to a specific schedule. I probably will still end up putting out at least 4 videos a month, but I might have like 2 right in a row and then like not have something out for a week. So just kind of know that going forward, I'm not 100% gonna stick with no schedule. We'll just kind of see how this goes. If my channel starts like totally tanking, I'll of course try to go back to a schedule, but really looking forward to creating more content for you guys. Again, let me know if there's anything that you would like to see. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.